Innistrad Midnight Hunt is approaching, and you can become a part of the pack. All pre-orders for Innistrad Midnight Hunt products will come with an all-new exclusive Covert Go Blue Wolf token. Every single sealed product, commander deck, bundle, everything that's coming with the new set gets upgraded with a CGB token for free. Get your pre-orders in and join the Midnight Hunt. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today, in the arena, it is finally time to play Storm the Festival on the channel. It is finally time to take the strong words praising the card that I said on the Arena Craft podcast and put them into practice in front of all of you. It is time to get to the festival. And it's time for Ren and 7. It's Ren and 7 o'clock, baby. This card is insane. And Esika's Chariot also is a card that is really, really powerful in the new format. So Ren and 7 and Esika's Chariot are going to be the backbone of most green decks that I make, and that's not going to change anytime soon. Soon we'll have the lovely Goldspan Dragon Allrun's Epiphany groans in the comments for them, but you know what? We're going to play the powerful stuff here, because I like to win. It's fun. So what is this deck? This deck is green-white ramp, and it's pretty slow to get started. This deck exploded in popularity when it won the first tournament of reasonable size, the Hooglandia Open, over the weekend, the first weekend of the new set being out. And its engine revolves mainly around just getting these powerful mid-range cards and having Storm the Festival to hit these powerful cards and bring it together, as well as using a landfall strategy to completely overwhelm the opponent in the really, really long run. There's so many ways to make use of having a lot of land that this deck really pays you off. I've changed the deck slightly. There were Tangled Florahedrons, which I've cut. I've never been much of a Tangled Florahedron guy, but I did keep one in the deck for good measure. We also added this card, which I was just eager to play, and I'm not sure if it's better in the deck, but this is a new card, Ambitious Farmhand. It's a double-sided card, 1 and a white for a 1/1 human peasant. When it enters the battlefield, you go get a plains. It has Coven when you have 3 different critters, or critters with 3 different powers. You can turn it into a 3/3 lifelinker, which gives you kind of a good way to stabilize, gain back some life that you may have lost. The deck actually can gain a ton of life. So I found Ambitious Farmhand to be pretty good, and we're going to give it the ranked ladder test today and see if it really belongs in the deck. But it doesn't ramp. I just liked it better than playing more lands or more DFCs because it comes with a land. We'll see how it goes. Root Grazer. Do we finally have a deck for this card? A green and a white for a 2/3 vigilance. Tap it. You may put a basic land from your hand onto the battlefield. Tap it. Return a basic land you control to its owner's hand. This helps us continue to hit land drops over and over, and it also helps us play out lands that end up in our hand, of which we have ways to get them there, namely 4 copies of the Elemental Boar, Yasharn. When it enters the battlefield, search for a forest and a plains. Put them in your hand. Players can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or abilities. Things like, I don't know, treasures, which this is huge as kind of a ramp card. When combined with Grazer, it's a ramp card. And an anti-ramp card against people who are using treasures for ramp, because you can't sacrifice treasures for mana with Yasharn on the battlefield. It's a nombo with Innkeeper, so always make sure that you sacrifice your treasures before you play your Yasharn, if you can. Hopefully that works out for you. But it's the only big nombo in the deck, so if you pay attention, it's worth it. Plus, Innkeeper and Shoot Swarm are very much our long game strategy against aggro decks. If we get to the point where we're generating a ton of creatures, gaining a ton of life, and blocking a ton of things, that's sort of how we close on aggro. The Skyclave Apparition is a pretty important card for the deck. You want your Storm the Festival to be able to hit removal spells. In this particular build, Skyclave Apparition is good at that. I would also consider Brutal Cathar, but I'm not sure what to take out, because I feel like the swarms turn out very important. I'm not sure about Farmhand. I'm not sure about Root Grazer. The card has let me down many times before, but I really want a turn 2 play that ramps. So, I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that. Conspicuous in its absence is Kazandu Retreat, I believe. Felidar Retreat. The one that makes the 2/2s when you hit a land drop and also pumps Squad. Do you need it? I don't think so, but you could play 1 to 3 Felidar Retreats in this deck. Again, you have to choose what to take out. I have a big problem with taking out anything that remains in the deck at this point. So simply saying, why not this card? There's a lot of cards that can be good. Is it better than something here? That's the part that's hard. Don't expect me to do all the work. Come on, what card comes out? If you're going to suggest a card, tell me what card to take out. Don't say Ren and 7. It's the best freaking card in the deck. And don't say Chariot. Those two are a tag team. BFFs for life. And don't say Storm the Festival, because Storm the Festival in this deck is very, very good. You can hit the Apparition, you can hit the Shoot Swarm, you can hit the lands to go with the Shoot Swarm, you can hit the Ren 7 Isika's Chariot combo, you can get another Yasharn. It's all permanence, baby. You're not going to miss with Storm the Festival very much. And the only thing that's not a permanent is Emiria's Call, which is great because you can play it as a land, but we end up making a lot of angel tokens in the late game, and Chariot ends up copying those angel tokens. So this is what we're playing. Green-white ramp. I think it might be a bit slow for best of one, but once it gets rolling, I'm curious, like, is there a mid-range or control deck that beats this, or is the only option to run it over quickly? If the only option is to run it over quickly, especially if it's like play draw dependent, if mono white and mono green always win because they're on the play, but every time you're on the play and you beat everything else, this could still be a very big contender in the meta. I have a weird shout out, but it's a cool one. I'm just gonna say it as is. It means something special to someone out there, to a special couple out there who apparently have the Covert Go Blue channel as an important, essential part of their personal romantic relationship. And if you had told me that making Magic the Gathering videos would somewhere out there help someone find love, I would have told you, of course it will. It's about time. So, here's the message. Mono White Bunny wishes her bear a happy birthday. It's probably about 4 days late for the birthday. 5 days late for the birthday. I don't check my email much. That's on me. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Calumet. Top 100 gamer now coming through. We got some farmhands and some swarmy chariots. Let's go. Courtesy tap, so it doesn't make me click through everything. And the opponent can play their 1-drop unmolested. Yeah. Let's get ambitious. The lifelinker can be good against them, but I'm kind of mad that they played Monk of the Open Hand. I'd have preferred that they played the Usher of the Fallen. But who knows? I guess it depends. We'll see what they've got. Of course! It's always Luminarch Gas Pirate. Always. Always. No blocks. Maybe we can trade this at a better time later. I also should probably try to hold on to the Swarm, because eventually, like, this is the kind of thing that gets hit by a Skyclave Apparition if you play it too early. So we'll go for farmhand number 2. Get those sweet, sweet basic planes. And then next turn play a Chariot. I really wish I had an Innkeeper for this hand. If one of these were an Innkeeper, we'd be in a much better spot. So we're gonna need chump blockers, you're telling me. It's actually the Magecraft version of the deck. Thick. I think we're dead. I don't think we have a chance. I think going second absolutely spelled the end of us, but we'll see. Let's get out the Chariot. And then we'll try to get out the Swarm, but we've got to, like, ramp, you know? I guess we have multiple Swarms now. I mean, we can hope they don't play that many threats. Let me read this. Until enter, it can't block, and it can't be activated. It can still crew a vehicle, though. So, everybody? So they must have some way to pump this, right? Let's put it to the test. We gotta shut him down somehow. We need something to go right. It's not going right. Their hand is pretty good, guys. Pretty good. But yeah, we gotta play this swarm next turn. Hopefully hold on to this one and chump block for days. Guys, what the hell was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to do? Literally no chance in hell. I mean, this is the kind of broken... When I talk about Fateful Absence being broken, this is what I'm talking about. Alright, do I need to save a blocker for next turn? I guess they're all lethal next turn. Let's draw first. Help us make our decisions. Storm the festival! Actually, we can do like this. Probably kills us. If they have another spell. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Alright. If I draw a 3-drop, we'll play this instead. Okay. This, make another swarm. Storm the festival next turn. But I need 3 blockers, right? So 1, 2, 3. So I'm just throwing them away anyway. What could I hit with this? I could hit Chariot and something else. How am I supposed to play multiple lands? Alright, YOLO. YOLO, Ren and Chariot. Oh? Ren. I mean, that's kind of it, right? Getting one of these and getting more lands, is that better than Ren? No.
Do not underestimate the forest because of its beauty.
Okay. No removal spell from the opponent, please. And the Skyclave Apparition was pretty sweet. Kind of forgot that was an option. I mean, they didn't top deck the lethal. I think they drew another land. The way that priority is passing. If you attack with both, I'm going to eat one. It's going to make you unhappy. Okay. Are we gonna pull this off? I feel like there's a chance now. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. There's some land. Next turn a 0 with a swarm could be amazing. Play this. Play this. No way! Nice! Sound off in the chat. I don't have chat. But leave me a comment. Okay. Ramp and stuff. I'll try that. What could go wrong? Miria's Call. Well, we play these cards. Looks like we get a mirror right off the bat. Welcome to your new deck. Say hello to Prosperous Innkeeper. I think holding the farmhand makes sense. But what do we spend the Innkeeper's treasure on? Well, we could slam a Yasharn here, which I guess is pretty good. Skyclaving this won't work. They'll just sack it. We could offer them a trade and then they don't get to ramp. I'm actually okay with that. They'll probably just block and sacrifice, but then they don't have mana open to possibly respond to other things we might do. Alright, so they're about to Ren. Ugh. Maybe. Do I fall way too far behind if I play Yasharn here? Because then it's going to be at least 2 turns till I can Ren in 7. I still think we're supposed to do it, though. Let's see. Have a little 4/4 on the battlefield. It feels like the Skyclave apparitions should be brutal Cathars if we're going to fight Ren and 7 mirrors. I have a chariot. Woo! Alright, well, we found a target for our Skyclave, so that's nice. Get him. And the key to these battles, don't try to win. Don't be too aggressive. Just chill on your resources so that you have a lot of things to block and defend your Planeswalker with. Life total is a resource. It's all about board presence and stuff on the field at the end. So we really want to like cast the Amiria's Call. We really want to defend the Ren and 7. 2 chariots for the opponent. Yay. So fun. Yay! We did it again. Alright, so farmhand. Threatening to transform, by the way. Pretty great. Light a candle, yo. It's a Coven creature. Opponent, you haven't read this card? I think it goes in your deck. Seems pretty great to me. No. No chariot. No chariots. None. Alright. Now they've got Rennie. And they got a 6/6. Knew it. Knew you were going to do that. Knew you were going there. Alright, so do we Ren up or do we start the swarmings? I think the swarmings will be better at defending Ren when the time comes. But what's Ren really going to do? Yeah, let's get the swarms going. Oh man, that's tough. Because next turn... Alright, so I need Ren to survive the turn, which probably will. And then we get to play Scoot Swarm and 0 the Ren if we have a bunch of land in hand. And it's pretty good. I know, we got an impressive battle going here. Just never attack, never do nothing. That's the key. Right? Haha. Haha, you can't sacrifice your treasures. Haha. Got him. Got him with Yasharn. Reveals a cave and a Storm the Festival in the graveyard. Oh boy, that's probably going to happen. They're a little bit of mana away from that, though. Or are they? They can sack the Dryad, 7, 8, 9. Alright, I think we're another turn away from that as long as Yasharn is alive. They run Borrowed Time. Okay. Say hello to my friend. Who makes friends? Who makes more friends?
We stand strong, and the ground.
So I don't think the opponent wants this tree folk. Well, they want to sacrifice this anyway. Can they? Let's see. Players can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. So they can't sacrifice this. I wonder if they know that. I'm going to send the tree folk. If they block with a bunch of things, they're going to have a hard time fighting the army next turn for sure. So they're probably just going to do a chumping. Yep. Are they storming the festival? They can't sacrifice their treasures, so they're still mana short. I don't have reach. They can power up that Cave of the Frost Dragon and go kill Ren. So that might have been a mistake, but they're not going to do it. Neverwinter Dryad and Yasharn the Impeccable Earth. Like, it's enough of a non-bow to have Innkeeper and treasures. I think once you throw in Dryad, it's pretty bad. But, you know, not my call.
Doesn't ask, not its business.
We can foster much growth.
They found more lands.
Rich soil grows mighty forests.
Borrowed time. What's your target? Ren, alright. That's not good.
Fall like deer.
That's not good for us. Good turn for the opponent for sure. Let's transform. We are at 31. Another farmhand. Let's go make some more Scoot Swarmies. We can attack down their Ren. Or we can attack their face. I don't know if attacking their face is going to do a lot of good. But should probably kill their Ren. That way at least we're even. But they get to storm the festival, we don't. It's not good for us at all. Banzai! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11. We need all of it. But the opponent would throw away so much if they blocked all these things to try to save it. Yeah, I guess if they want to save Ren and have it drop to 1 loyalty and chump block with at least 3 things, then yeah, let's do it. They're all indestructible because of the 4/4s. We can hope their Storm the Festival whiffs, but I kind of hope it doesn't, because I want to tell my podcast co-host that Arjuna, that Storm the Festival's good.
We did not choose this route.
Ren falls. The 10/10 is chump blocked. They have 9 mana, but they still can't sacrifice these, so they can't Storm the Festival yet. So what's this last card? Is it a land? Does it do something cool? They say good game? Alright, if they had nothing there, were they dead? I mean, sure, it's looking bad, but... So they take 8 in the air. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blockers potentially. They could block in the air, but they don't really want to. 8 blockers, so they block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they take 10, so 10 plus 8. They're not dead. They're really close, though. Maybe they figured that no matter what happens next turn after storming the festival and making some chump blocks, it was all going to end badly. A battle of 69s. And a terrible hand. All right, going first, we'll be on 4 lands, 2 spells, and we don't play anything till turn 3. Really slow. Very, very slow. But we'll give it a try. Don't want to go to 5. Can I please just draw a ramp card, though? And I has Innkeeper, maybe? All the pathways. Let's see how many lands we can draw. Just top deck solid lands all the way. Lotus Cobra. At least they gave us a target. You're a turn late. Would have been amazing last turn. All right, they're coming out feisty. But check it out. We play this, and they can't sacrifice that clue. Makes me want to run Faithful Absence in this deck really bad, but I'm not sure what to take out. You want Skyclave Apparition because you can hit it off Storm the Festival. But if I had a sideboard, it would have Fateful Absence for sure. The combination with Yasharn is pretty funny. What else you got? If the tracker wants to rumble, I think we're taking it. I don't love that, but gotta get there somehow. Her opponent really going through something here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they have to fight the Skyclave app because not indestructible. And we're not trading because this is now protecting our whole board. Good draw. Good draw. We take those. Curious how much the opponent is willing to throw away to get to Ren in 7 here. You want to wrestle a tree? Do you have another Blizzard Brawl? Because you were pretty loose with this one. Like, I don't know if taking out Skyclave app and leaving the larger creature on the field is what you really wanted to do there. In fact, I probably wouldn't have taken out the Skyclave app. I'd have probably just fought the tracker with the Yasharn so that I could crack my clue and unlock that part of it. Because now I have the largest creature on the board, and I added another, so I have the 2 larger creatures. That's not what the opponent wants. They've got a Chariot. Chariot's good. They are going to throw it all into Ren. Okay. Nom. Nom. It's a heavy price. It's a heavy price. Did not draw another one, though. Not yet. Don't try to win. You gotta eat this Chariot when it comes to Rumble. The troll. Okay. The 3rd Mammoth. Shuffler fine. But that's their hand. It's all on the table, and we still have the largest creature. And now we've got a Chariot. Do we play the Chariot now and then next turn make Angel tokens with it? I think we get the Angels on the board. Okay then. Okay then. They did not like that. I mean, on the draw, looks really slow. We're relying on the Grazer. A lot. Alexa, shut up. Alright, islands. And there's no Delver. So maybe Root Grazer will finally do something? Like, seriously, this card has just never done anything. I have never had it go unanswered, even on turn 2. It has not happened. Let's play around Jwari Disruption. There was Stick there. Probably a way to defend a Delver of Secrets or something. Prismari Command. What? How are you gonna play that? You gonna cast that from the graveyard or for free somehow? Mythic's Mastery isn't in this format. What the hell are you doing? Anyway, now they can't sacrifice the treasure. Always sweet. The card has Vigilance. Recently discovered ability. I'm just gonna do it now. There was a meme in the comments of a recent video that I discovered vigilance. Hence the joke for the non-comment readers. Wink nod to those in the comments. That's one way to use the body of research. That is a way to do it. Very tempting to get the swarm going, but I think I'm just supposed to get Ren and 7 down. Could have stormed, could have swarmed.
The trees are mighty.
But I think a 6/6 reach is a lot for them to figure out. Another... This body of research fling thing. I mean, I guess you get the green from the treasures, huh? Okay. I'm nervous.
Every seed.
I'm nervous they might combo me, but I think they need a lot more mana to do it. Let's build wide board. It makes the Storm the Festival even more impressive. Can you hear them? Can you hear the cicadas? Or whatever these are? Alright, they can body for 43 if that's a thing they want to do. And then they fling it? They drew 3 of them. Made that look easy. Always good to have your combo just right there. Alright. I want my top 100 back. I'm salty. I'm salty. It's about time we drew some innkeepers. They've been on vacay. No courtesy tap? Rude. I haven't drawn the Skyclaves either. Like, it's been like several days since... It's been like 2 or 3 games since I saw any of these cards. Let's see. We're gonna need the farmhand to get the land. We really want to play the Yasharn. I'm honestly not sure what I'm supposed to lead with here. This never works. It always dies. I mean, I guess if we draw land next turn, which is over half our deck, then we can ramp it out with the farmhand. And it does currently outclass the Liberator. Ooh. Please stop. Stop with the draws that are so curvy good. I can't even hit a land. All right. Well, we'll go get this sweet plains. Put it onto the battlefield. Could have attacked with vigilance, but I don't know what that does. I don't understand vigilance. Ugh, I'm so salty. Gotta get over it. Gotta play anyway. Well, they didn't slam a chariot and give it haste. Maybe the world isn't completely coming to an end. No attacks. Ah, they're going to nighttime. We have to double spell somehow. I can double spell here. So I could play Yasharn and then put the land into play, but if I double spell and flip them back, I'm going to be a happier person. Ooh, we can also do this. Yeah, that's the play. They might have a lightning bolt here. But let's get rid of you. You're kind of a must kill. No attacks. Lightning bolt? None. Sweet. We get to keep our Skyclave. And they're missing land. All my complaining and they're missing land. Classic CGB. All right. Interesting spot. Let's just get the lands out. We won't be able to use the treasure from the innkeeper while the Yasharn is alive, but whatever. It's fine. This is fine. We can get to start storming this festival. Boom, innkeeper. I'm going to start documenting misplays to reduce their frequency. No attacks. Misplay. Count 1. Put it on a notepad. For not attacking with my Vigilant Marasa Root Grazer on turn, I think that was 3. Play with fire. They get a 3/3. We still get a Yasharn. Dubs Ranger class. Land drawn. Let's get the swarm going and then start storming, because even if we hit lands, we get paid. This can turn into a 3/3, which is nice. I don't think that there are any attacks we want to make. Don't try too hard to win. Just turtle up, amass value until it is unquestionable that you will win. Play with fire, killing the swarm. I still have another. Our opponent going to level 2. No attacks. All right, swap the farmhand into a lifelinker. Storm the festival. There's a few, actually there's some fun things we can do here. We can play the innkeeper, so that will gain even more life off storming the festival. We can return a basic land to our hand, like so. Replay it, trigger the swarm, trigger the innkeepers, now storm the festival. And I think we'll just take the lair and the chariot. I'm having fun, are you? Let's just say go. Let's do more of that next turn. No? Alright, opponent's off it. Too bad. I was rank 50. I was rank 50, and what happened? Oh, I started going second. That's right. I got steamrolled by aggro a few times. This deck doesn't have much removal. It is slow. Like, I don't think that we can deny those things. Pretty serious issues. But if anybody tries to mid-range us, we crush them. So, I guess you just have to take your aggro lumps. It's kind of worth it. If I play this and it dies, I don't get to do anything. If I play this and it dies, I still get to play something early, so we'll do it. I've fallen so out of love with Root Grazer. It just 100% dies. I give it no chances anymore. That's okay. That's okay. Alright. We use Yasharn because if we... Well, actually, no, we play Chariot here, I think. Chariot's pretty solid. Let's attack first. Take the opponent's temperature. I wonder if this deck can outgrind the green-white deck. If a black-white control blood money-ish pile can get there. We're also checking for a Vanishing Verse here. Yep, got it. But that way it doesn't hit Ren in 7. Alright, so now we play Yasharn to shut down the treasures. Here, kitty kitties. Big pig. Can't be Vanishing Versed, so we'll see if they run other removal spells. I'm wondering if I should try to, like, get a verse out of them or try to play around Blood in the Snow. I'm not sure. Maybe Ren's just supposed to tick up. Oh, God. Okay. So I need to make them wrath the board now? It's very doable. Also, we need cards to discard that won't completely suck, but our whole deck is permanents. That's not good. So I'm kind of thinking plus to hit more land, but I guess I also need something that can attack my opponent because now I need to pressure them because of the Terror Grid. So I guess we'll try this. What am I gonna give them? They can have a Root Grazer. That's how little I think of this card. Although right now it can get back into Emiria's Call if it lives. Probably just give them a land. They did nothing. That's whack. Storm the festival, you say? Guys, are we supposed to scoot? If they have Blood on the Snow, they can't cast it yet. They don't have the land. I feel like I'm supposed to hold this. Like, playing it later might be very important. I mean, on its own, it rebuilds us from a board wipe, and that's pretty crucial. Opponent probably sitting on Deadly Dispute, Blood on the Snow, and the Yasharn is keeping us alive. Alright, so I'm going to play out all these little nerds. No! Tap wrong! Auto tapper. I was going to play this Root Grazer. Alright, maybe it's better if I don't. Maybe the auto tapper is trying to save me from myself, but stupid Lair of the Hydra. Misplay. Put it on the board. Averaging a cool 1 per game since I started tracking this. Alright, they drew that. So go get Sciences. And they'll set up for Blood on the Snow next turn, but they don't have enough Snowlands to get back Terror Grid unless they top deck one. They'll be getting back Murchie. They don't have Verse open. Why so much black and so little white? Yes, another Yasharn. Good. We want to be set up to like play Scoot Swarm and then use a Wren to put a whole bunch of lands onto the battlefield next turn. Oh, the value. We don't want to play anything else that's going to get bloodied. We can attack with a 5/5 Lair and a Tree Folk. That's pretty good. Need to leave a few blockers, but like Innkeeper's fine. Farmhand's fine. Like, these can be our blockers here, unless they're going to play, like, Meathook Massacre, but then all that they do is hit here, and we don't want to trade this. We don't want to turn on their treasures until after the Blood on the Snow goes through. So if we attack like this, and they go block here, they still take 2. This is fine. We can do this as well. This is fine. Get what you can. Yep. Obviously, Blood on the Snow coming. We got a little extra damage out of it. Can't get the Terror Grid. They didn't have the Snowland, so they stuck with the Merchant. Their 2 treasures currently work. All right, let's turn off their treasures. They probably have another Blood on the Snow, right? They do. They really do. This is still... Okay, if they don't, this is worth going for. It's worth it. We'll rebuild with Storm the Festival anyway.
Bask in nature's beauty.
And I think I still have a land drop for turn, so we could have an untapped land, but it doesn't represent or do anything because we can't use the treasure, so I'm just going to do this so it doesn't hold priority for no reason. Oh, they found another Snowland. Now they can get back Terror Grid. Okay, Meathook. Ow. And now we're holding priority for nothing. Nice. But we still got Ren and 7. I guess if I had made a Tree Folk last turn, it would be a heck of a beast. Right to Oblivion. No more Ren. I guess that card was being held in check by Yasharn as well. We can punch him really hard. We got a lot of lands to do it with. But I think we're just supposed to storm this festival. Maybe we play this first. Chariot. Ren and 7 combo. I know, there's a Scoot Swarm. You were excited.
Protect Innistrad's forests. From root to canopy, the trees are mighty.
Do we hold this for another swarm, or do we just want every land we can have on the battlefield? I guess at some point we might one-shot them with the lair. I'm going to keep holding this. The opponent does have to keep sweeping the board from this position. It's asking a lot. And Meathook won't do as good a job against the tree folk here. This card is a sweet combination, by the way, also with the Meathook Massacre. As a permanent you can sacrifice. They are running low on cards, though. We're at 21. 21. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Getting there. Getting there. Land. All right, 24 cards in the library. Doing it. Bonsai. Keep this one. Get that one. Get that out of here. Why make blue? Because it's the best. You should know by now, because we go blue here. More cats. It took a long time, but we finally hit him. We finally hit him, and we knocked him down to 8. And this layer of the Hydra is a straight up one shot if they tap out. If they tap out. The massacre, no! No! So much meat hooking. All right, 15 to 32. What are you doing? My Ren? You. Skyclave Apparition can't take out the token because it says non-token. If it could, we'd be swinging for pretty darn near lethal. As it is, I guess we'll do this classic play.
The entire forest is in awe.
No more life for you. This Root Grazer is still in my frickin' hand. Did I do my math right? I did. Alright, so they keep the permanent to sacrifice to the right of Oblivion, so they can kill something, and I guess they also need to draw a sweeper. I don't know how they do that. I'm pretty sure we're just flexing our way to the victory here. They never found a Lulth. They needed, like, a Planeswalker, but instead they had Tergrid. If they had a Lulth to keep coming back with these Blood in the Snows and making more spiders, maybe they'd have a chance. That's how I have beaten, from their seat, that's how I've beaten these decks before, is just constantly having Lulth with a lot of loyalty and a lot of spiders. And just keep a Meathook Massacre on the field and drain them out. But the opponent did top deck another sweeper. Okay. Kind of stunned. Also, no land. Yo. Those Grazers finally gonna do it. They're doing the thing now. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they have to block that. So they can't double up on the Chariot. They can power up the Haven and attack down Ren in 7. But then they still have to survive somehow. Do they have enough to... Let's see. 1, 2, 3. This is untapped. They don't have enough to Haven, attack Ren, then Mascot Exhibition. Oh look, a land. I mean, it's overkill, so we'll just go 11. Doesn't really matter how big we make her. What you got? Trade with the Chariot, chump the Lair, trade with a Grazer. I could pick up a land, but I don't know what for. Scoot Swarming? It's too bad I can't pick up an Amiria's Skyclave or, you know. But it says basic. Alright, top deck another sweeper. Do it. Entertainment ended. Not back to top 100. Oh man. And we are back for the post-game wrap, and let's check the stats powered by Untapped.gg. What have we got here for all of you? 67% win rate, even across play and draw, 6 and 3 in matches spanning about an hour. 50% against white, 50% against green. I bet if we look down there, we'll find that on the play versus on the draw matters a ton. 100% against a number of other things. Got a 0%er against a team or gamer. I guess, you know, you don't wake up in the morning thinking, well, if they fling a body at research at me, I probably have no counterplay to that. And apparently that can just be a thing that happens to you on ladder. But anyway, into top 100, out of top 100, back into top 100, the deck definitely held its own and worked out kind of the way that I felt. Like on the draw, I think the big misplay I make, and I make it usually once a day at least, is keeping a hand that does nothing until turn 3. Just can't do that on the draw in best of 1 and get away with it very often. It's rare that you'll get away with it. But aside from that and a few other misplays along the way, the deck definitely lived up to potential, lived up to billing. Ren and 7, finding the best home for it is difficult. Should Storm the Festival have just been something else? Is this the best top end for the deck? I actually think it's the right top end for this deck, given the rest of it. Like, if you have a bad festival and you hit a bunch of land, at least there's ways in this deck to pay it off. You pump your Ren and 7 token, you make more Shoot Swarm thingies. It just kind of works out, and you work your way to the next Storm of the Festival. Also, it's built to buy time, not just run downhill, aka attack every turn until it wins. So if you have a bad Storm of the Festival that doesn't hit a bunch of threats, you can play out the lands and wait for the next one because you're more of a value deck. As we explored throughout the video, don't try to win too hard. Feel free to turtle up and just wait for the board state to become overpowering in your favor. Between Ren 7, Asika's Chariot, Shoot Swarm, and Storm the Festival, it will happen eventually. And yeah, go out there and terrorize them. You crash that festival, baby. You crash it hard. And you let Arjuna know that Storm the Festival is better than Primal Adversary. Hands down. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. You're cool.